Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Najwa binti Muhammad Saiful Rizwan. I will explain our introduction. Kilang Kelapa Sawit Bukit Pasir is based in Malaysia. The head office is in Muar. It operates in the stretch and vegetable feeds and oils manufacturing sector. It was first established on December 31, 1975. Bukit Pasir Palm Oil Mill. From the latest financial highlights, Bukit Pasir Palm Oil Mills report an increase in net sales revenue of 48.08% in 2021. During the same period, its total assets increased by 4.3%. Bukit Pasir net profit margin decreased by 0.03% in 2021. There are 100 workers in this oil palm factory, which is divided into two. 50 of them will work in the morning shift and the rest will work in the evening shift. Every day palm oil is processed. The main supplier of this factory is Pasir Gudang, Kelang and Genting. The maintenance cost of all machine is 1.2 million in 1 month. However, in a year this palm oil factory is able to produce as much as 50,000 tons of palm oil. The price of 1 ton of palm oil sold to supplier is Rm 800. Every hour, this factory will process as much as 50 tons of palm oil. In the last 4 years, in 2019, there was a forage factory worker who died because he was included in the conveyor. Because of that, the palm oil mill could not operate for quite a long time because the police were investigating the incident. In addition, this palm oil factory also makes kernel oil to be sent to supplier. Although this palm oil factory produces a lot of black smoke because it uses machines to process palm oil, it has a machine to reduce black smoke. The working system of the company. This oil palm factory has a total of 100 people working and is divided into two shifts, which are the morning shift and the afternoon shift. One worker will take care of the boiler machine and 6 workers out of 100 are firemen. Crude oil in this factory will be processed every day and sent to the supplier the next day to avoid storing crude oil for too long. The processed crude oil is usually sent to Pasir Gudang, Kelang and Genting because they are the company's main supplier. In addition, palm oil bunch will also be processed to obtain oil because palm oil bunch are capable of producing 10% oil. Inside the palm fruit, there is a nut that will be crushed or broken down as a shell to make fuel and cell. Therefore, each component of palm oil is very useful and beneficial to use. The average maintenance cost of all the machines used to process palm oil is 1.2 million per month. The oil produced depends on the weather and the imported fruit, but the maintenance cost of the machines will not change. If there are too many young oil palm fruits, the oil that will be produced is very little and of poor quality. Therefore, these palm fruits cannot be stored and will be processed every day. It is estimated that each year, this palm oil factory will process up to 50,000 tons of palm oil. As for the boiler machine, the maintenance cost is as much as 300,000 when the machine is damaged. As for the pressure machine, every 700 hours of use, it needs to be serviced again to improve the quality of the machine. This palm oil factory is capable of processing as many as 550 tons of palm fruit in 1 hour, equivalent to 6 to 9 to 10 tons of palm oil. Therefore, Malaysia is the second largest exporter of palm oil in the world.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Zafiz. I will present about the topic operation of palm oil factory. The factory is completely reliant on the money from the palm fruit from their own farm. There are 2 farms nearby in Johor, Batu Pahat and Masai. The palm fruit is approximately 70% improved, and this facility received considerable volume of fruit to process each day. The palm oil process will take 24 hours and will continue the next day to process the fruit that they receive in a day. This factory has a weekly maintenance pause on Friday. The anticipated amount of oil that can be generated in the year is roughly 38,000 metric ton, which is 20% of the fruit they get, which approximately 140,000 metric ton. Several machines that are regularly used to extract oil will be used in the factory. Most machines require human intervention to operate and are classified as semi-automatic. It is because all of the machine require precise parameter in the order to maintain the quality of the oil pump. Due to the necessity from personnel, the factory must have enough people who can control all of the machine in order for it to run efficiently. Next, I will present about the expected requirement to perform the palm oil factory. The process involved in the production of palm oil are raw material resection, sterilization, stripping, pressing, qualification, and kernel recovery. First, raw material resection. The entire phase in the palm oil milling process. They will gather off all of the fresh fruit bunch and transport them via vehicle. Then pour them into the discharge door after weighing them. Second, sterilization. The fruit will be transferred to a fruit vessel to cook the palm oil, and steam will be supplied inside once the fruit arrive. It will raise the pressure of the steam inside for about 90 minutes. Third, stripping. Cooked palm fruit will be transferred to the stripping process. This method removes the small seed from the body of the palm fruit. The drum type stripping machine is the most commonly used machine for fruit separation. Fourth, pressing. The seed will be pressing by press machine which look like screw to obtain the oil. The oil produced will separate into two parts: mixture of oil, water, and impurities, and the press kit. 5. Clarification is the process of removing impurities from the oil. The vibing screen helps to clarify this process. And the last, kernel recovery, is the final stage of the palm oil milling process. The separated fiber material is sent to the boiler room as full, while the separate kernel is transported by a pneumatic carrying system to the kernel warehouse for temporary storage. That's all for me. Thank you.
As for working safety and health, a great successful manufacturing requires a strong worker who can work for the firm. Each employee is the core of the firm, causing it to run smoothly. Thus, worker safety is critical since it will determine the company's fate. As a result, numerous kinds of safety measurements will be done in order to enhance industrial productivity. First, for workers, during the time spent in the plant, the factory organization will deliver a discussion about fundamental safety. The group will also conduct regular safety checks and distribute personal protective equipment such as hand mats and safety shoes. Next, machines. All of the machinery in the plant will be in service or maintenance, and we will do weekly maintenance to guarantee that everything works correctly. The workers are also not permitted to run the machine beyond its capacity, which exacerbates the problem. Last but not least, consumer. They will use a tight SOP to make each procedure for the extraction of the palm oil, which includes what temperature they want to release, how much pressure they require, and how long they will want to retain it. So there is a SOP with criteria. The quality for the refinery is generally followed by the end product. Their goods have no chemical additive. Chemical have a process since everything includes a physical process and such as temperature and pressure. For related information, at the end of the process, the residue of oil palm that cannot be produced are being separated. This thing called sludge. Sludge still can be used and recycled to produce animal food. It was sold with a high price because of the quality of the sludge. There are two types of sludge that can be produced here, which is dry sludge and wet sludge. Dry sludge usually used to feed lamb and sheep, while the wet sludge are used to make cow and buffalo food.